Welcome, hockey fans, to the second game of this weekend featuring your EWU Eagles against the Idaho Vandals. My name is Gary Allen. Our play-by-play man, who is the best in college hockey, Tyler Pisani, he had a prior commitment. So I'm going to do double duty tonight, so you'll have to excuse me because I'm not a play-by-play guy, but we're going to give it a whirl anyway. Last night, Eastern just unloaded on the Vandals, who are a very good hockey club. 14-1 was the score. And we had a couple of people with multiple points last night. Dom Djurcic had a hat trick and 2 assists. And for 5.9 before he retired early. And then we had Peyton Lund had 3 goals, 2 assists for 5.9. Robbie Arver had a 2.9. Adam Pellerin had a 2.9. Just an outstanding game by the Eagles. And so we'll see what happens tonight with it. We got some differences in the lineup. I think Travis Allen is joining me tonight. This is a rarity.
I wouldn't bank on me being here the entire time. But
okay, well, that was
a couple minutes. I had a couple minutes to breathe here.
Brief appearance by Travis. What'd you take last night, Trav, out of how the Eagles played?
Oh, I'm still thinking of how I cursed on the intros there. That was pretty bright of me right there. Zerks had a heck of a game, though, and I just want everybody to feel like he had a good game. So, no, we played great last night. I mean, it's good to see the Eagles with a packed barn and some of the recruiting that we did all in the offseason pay off, and hopefully we can continue with that momentum.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the Vandals are going to adjust to Eastern speed because they were relentless on the Vandals. I mean, it was just amazing watching how quick Eastern played. Outstanding hockey game they did.
Well, Scott getting tested early here. Big save by him.
Yeah, that was a little snafu by the Eagles in front of them. But right now we got Frank Flood. We got Nikic out there on the line with him. And there's going to be some lineup changes because there are some players that were put in, some where they were scratched. So if you're listening last night, you will see a different line combo tonight. Nice stop by Colin Raselius, the Idaho netminder. He was outstanding last night, even though there was 14 goals. They weren't all his fault. He had over 50 shots on him. It was a shooting gallery last night for him. He played a stout game. Easterns, again, now they're putting pressure on the Vandals like they did last night. We got Nitchett down there. We got Flood down there. We got Joel Lusk down there. And they're just flooding. Right now, they're just swarming the netminder. The puck goes behind the net, out up front. Flood did a nice job, just a little bit too far for Lusk to grab it, or that would have been a point blank. Ryan Crew picks up the puck behind the net. He kicks it on over to Keegan Clark. He's bringing it up on the near boards. Tried to get up to Flood, and it was intercepted by a Vandal. Puck goes all the way down at Eastern's end. They're trying to push it up on the near board. I'm noticing one thing right now. Idaho's flooding Eastern a little bit more than what they did yesterday. I think that's partly how they're is just so quick from top to bottom. That was what was impressive last night to me. It was just how fast. They're still trying to figure out what is going on. So, again, I apologize for that. Faceoff's all the way down to the left of Kennedy in the eastern zone. Another nice crowd here tonight. It was jam-packed last night for the opener, but really nice crowd tonight, especially with how many different things are going on this campus. I think the fans are realizing just how good this Eastern hockey team is going to be. A stretch pass kicked over to Jelinek, who had a strong game last night. He tried to push it up through Nikic, but a little bit too far. Here comes Broach. He's coming all the way on the far side. He cuts over in the middle of the neutral zone, lost it. Nice play by a Vandal right there to get a stick on it. Keegan Clark has it. He tried to look for Nikic, but a little bit too far, but it goes all the way down into Idaho zone. Kennedy stops it behind his net. Picked up by Ryan Carew. He floats it out to Smith. Smith tried to pass it back down to Arver. He gets it, corrals it back in, and they tip it all the way down into Idaho zone. But again, Eastern is putting a lot of, they're in attack mode, just like they were doing yesterday. They really were relentless, and they're doing it again now. Nice tip over by, that was Tyler DeGurlio. He did a nice little tip that almost went to the top shelf. Puck innocently comes all the way back down in Eastern zone. Sean Smith picks it up. He's battling it. And Ryan Crew gets it. He tries to push it up to Arver. A little bit too far for him, but Smith gets it. He just flutters out into the neutral zone, chased by Arver. Idaho's doing a lot better job of really clogging up that neutral zone right now, because Eastern is really trying to do a stretch pass, and they're just kind of putting two guys in the middle of the neutral zone so they can avoid that, what happened to them last night. Cole Best comes up on the far side, rode off hard by a Vandal. Puck on the near side. Myers just buried a Vandal on the near boards. And we're going to get our first penalty. It looks like it's going to be a trip, and it's going to go against Trenton Wells for the Eagles. So here's a great opportunity for Idaho to get on the board and get some confidence back into themselves, because they're a really, really solid hockey club. They just got steamrolled last night. And they took quite a few penalties last night. And so hopefully they will correct some of that today. But again, if you know much about Eastern hockey, they do have a tendency to take a lot of penalties. Idaho's setting up behind their net. Jelinek, he's harassing some of the Vandals right now. Peyton Lund is causing all kinds of problems for the Vandals right now. On a penalty kill, we got Peyton Lund out there. Got Jared Jelinek out there, and there it is. Idaho cut right in front of Kennedy, and there was two Vandals sitting on the far side, and did a quick little tip in. Nice job by Idaho on that one. And it looked like Mac Hagenbaugh for the Vandals got that for them, and that was a great start. That's what Idaho needed tonight. They needed a quick start. They got one at 11:13 mark of the first period. And we'll see how Eastern reacts now, because they played with the lead yesterday, the whole game from start to finish. It wasn't even close. So we'll see how they respond off this. Frank Flood gets it. He does a quick shot, blocked by a Vandal. That was Tinge. Eastern again is just flooding the net. Right now, Clark just shot it in there, and the two Eastern players went right toward the net. Flood gets it. He just shoots it all the way in behind Idaho's net. Jacob Nitches, he has the puck. Lost it, got it back. Kicked it over to Ryan Crew, who shot it into the far corner. And there was a line change, and Lust didn't see it, and he tried to kick it out to his defenseman. Trenton Wells has it. He goes all the way over to the side. He kicks it on over to Sean Smith. He looks for a line mate. Here comes Arver. He takes a quick shot, knocked away by a Vandal. Arver picks it up again. He's a one-man wrecking crew right now. Then he lays the body in on a Vandal. Again, I like what I'm seeing out of Eastern. They're swarming extremely well. And Idaho's going to have to be very careful that they know where they're at and not chase them like they did last night. The word is we got the camera back, so hopefully that's working. Idaho has it. They're trying to do a 2-3 in Eastern zone, and the referees blew the whistle. And I'm trying to see what they're calling it all the way back down. The faceoff will be on Eastern side to the left of Scott Kennedy. For the Vandals, Luke Adams is taking the draw. Sean Smith is for the Eastern. Now they changed it. DeLone, he's taking the draw for the Vandals. DeLone wins the draw, kicks it back over to Luke Adams, who took a quick one-timer, went off to the side of Kennedy. Arver picks it up. He's chasing it, but a Vandal corralled it first. Puck went high. That was a shot by Denton Wilson. Went off the stick. I think Smitty got a stick on it and up into the net. 8:14 left in the first period. Score, Vandals 1, Eagles 0. Looks like Idaho wins draw. Try to kick a quick shot, but that was picked up by the Jerkis. He knocked it off, and Idaho shoots it in the net again. We will have a face-off. 8:02 left in the first period. Again, very impressive crowd here for Eastern. They are drawing well. They drew extremely well last year, and doesn't look like they skipped a beat for this squad this year. And Eastern's going to be talented this year, folks. If you get a chance to come out and watch them, you must do that. Puck picked up by Ryan Carew. He got hammered by Hagenbaum from the Vandals. Eastern tried to flutter her out and intercepted by a Vandal. Eastern tried to get it out. Nice interception by, it looked like Gordson is the one that's giving Eastern a lot of problems and trying to get it out of their zone. He got it and he kicked it all the way around. Lugwood wins the draw for Idaho, but he lost it, and Eastern shot it all the way down. Great chase, great hustle by Eli Nilic. He prevented an icing on that one. Puck's down low behind the Vandals defense, but here comes a quick break. That's Hagenbaugh that came in on the near side, went in and took a tough angle shot. Kennedy stopped, but you got to give credit for the Vandals. They did a quick stretch pass on that one and caught Eastern a little bit flat-footed on that one. Vaughn wins draw for Idaho. Shot went all the way into the corner, intercepted by Eastern. Almost got a breakaway. Jelinek almost had that. That was from Nikic. Eli, who looked for a nice little stretch back for it, almost connected. Boot, he gets the puck. He intercepts it. He tries to get it all the way down, but the Vandals intercepted him. There's a little scrum on the right in front of the players' bench of Idaho. Eastern's balling up Idaho pretty well right now. They just can't get that one quick guy in front of the net. And that's what they're looking to do. But Idaho's doing a nice job of clogging them up down in the corner. Brody Roach gives chase. He's in the corner. He looks behind for his line mate, kicks it on over. A little tap pass over to his boot. He gets it, loops all the way around to Brody Roach. Little tip off of Joel Lust's stick into the netting. There'll be a face-off in Eastern's end. DeLone will be taking the draw for Idaho. And Joel Lust will get it for the Eagles. DeLone wins the draw. Quick shot by Travel Piece, intercepted by Frank Flood, who now is battling with a couple of Vandals. And that was an interesting goal that Idaho just scored, and that was by 58 Oliver Keefe. It was a tough angle that I think he caught Kennedy by surprise that he didn't think he was going to shoot, because that was off really at the outside the circle, and it just squirted in between his pad and the goalpost. And now Idaho is up 2-0 at the 5:23 mark of the first period. That was an interesting goal. So now we'll see what Eastern will do with this one, down 2-0. again, I still like what I'm seeing out of Eastern. They're not changing their style. They're still putting a lot of pressure on Idaho, but Idaho's come out here and decided, hey, we're not going to have what happened last night again tonight. We're going to get a penalty, and I think it's going to be Pellerin that's going to get that, and that's one of those that you would call a good penalty, because if he didn't take down the Vandal, I think that was DeLone that he took down, that would have been a straight breakaway on that one. So for people that are new to hockey, there is such a thing as a good penalty, where if you don't want your goaltender to get a one-on-one with him, and so that's what Pellerin did. He had no choice but to knock him down. So Vandals win the draw. Gortson has it, kicked it back. Idaho's doing a nice little cycle game right now. They're flooding 3 people, and they're pinching in their D-man too. They did this yesterday, and so they would sneak in their defensemen, so they'd have 4 people on there. There was a heck of a battle in front of the net with Roach and Hagenbaugh. They're just battling each other right in front of the net. Josh Boot decided he's going to pick up the battle now in front of the net. He comes out and intercepts it. He just dumps it down in. And here comes Payne Lund giving chase. There's going to be a penalty on the Vandals. There's no question about that. They took down Boot when he was breaking in. And so that will nullify the man advantage that the Idaho Vandals had over Eastern. 3:57 mark of the first period. But I do, again, Eastern's doing a nice job. They're staying in their attack mode, and that boded well for them yesterday. They basically wore down Idaho by the middle of the second period and in the third period, and they look like they're doing it again today. So it's a great technique that they're doing. The Durkic, he's taking the draw for Eastern. He wins it, kicks it over to Keegan Clark. He got it over to Carew, who shot it. Bounce out, actually was a fluky bounce. Idaho picked it up, and now they're in the Eastern's end. Quick shot by the Vandals. Nice job by him, but here comes Dom. He takes a quick shot from a strong angle, bounced off of Gerchelius. Clark in there battling behind the net. Idaho gets it, just dumps it in. And Cole Best will give chase to it. He's looking for Trent Wells. It comes out with a strange bounce. Nice job by Trenton Wells to intercept that, because the Vandals are going to be all by himself. Nice job by Wells to corral him. I think we're going to have another penalty now. We have a mess now going on. We had Cole Best was having a problem. Now we got a couple of people scrapping down in the near boards. That was Keegan Clark. He intercepted a Vandal that was coming over because they didn't like what Dom DeDurkis. He was battling a Vandal. The referees threw somebody out, and they threw Cole Best out of the game. He was in a scrum with one of the Vandals. Then Dom, he came in, and then things kind of went south from there. I do believe that Eastern's going to be shorthanded, but I just don't know what they're going to do with Idaho, because there was a third guy trying to get involved with that. And so right now there's 6 seconds left on Eastern's 1 penalty to Adam Pellerin, and there's 1:02 left on Benton Wilson's penalty for Idaho. And I know they booted Cole Best. They threw him out of the game. You could see that instantly after they got things settled down. So I'm not sure exactly how this is going to pan out for either squad. And it will be nice if you didn't hear yesterday's broadcast. We will have instant replay starting the second week in October. So that would be helpful because it'd be nice to see what happened on that one. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to Tyler Passani being back doing the play-by-play. But right now, the one referee was talking to Idaho's coach. Now he's going over to Eastern's coach, Jay Oyen. He's telling him what's going on. Joey Porco, the other coach from Eastern, he is down there listening to what they're doing. The referee keeps indicating that he threw somebody out of the game. And we know it. I don't know if they gave Cole Best a 5-minute major or if they decided to give him a game. That's what I'm waiting for to find out. They're still talking, the referees are still talking to the Eastern coaching staff right now. Well, there's no question about it. The physicality of this has picked up. There was a bang yesterday, but there's definitely some hard hitting tonight's game. And I had a sneaking suspicion that may happen. I think Idaho was pretty frustrated after yesterday's game. And so they came out and decided to take the body. And Eastern, you can tell they got some bangers this year too. So it's a recipe to have for an interesting game. I don't see anything on the board, and our statistician, Kaylin, she's up with Tyler. I think they said they were in Calgary, so I will not be able to tell you exactly what came out of it. I'll try to find the in-between period what the call were. We'll let you know off of that. So now we're getting ready to go back into play. The draw is in Eastern's end. Keefe for Idaho is taking it, and Joel Lusk is taking it for Eastern. Right now it's 4-on-4. Eastern wins the draw, picked up by Josh Boot. He kicked it over to Brody Roach. In fact, Joe Lux has it. He's going full speed now. He's in Idaho's end. Eastern's on the power play right now, so I'm totally not sure what they called on those scrums that they had. But Eastern has the man advantage. Quick shot. Flood tries to come in for the rebound. A little bit too far for him. Wells gets it. He pushes it behind the net. Joel Luster knocked it down, kicked it on over to Flood. Quick shot. That was by Dawson Bunch. Came all the way out. Lusk has it. Over to Wells. Wells back to Lusk. Here comes Frank Flood. He's going in all by himself right now. Lusk is taken toward the net. Quick shot by Lusk. Went far wide, and Idaho did a nice job of just getting their stick and getting it in the neutral zone. They shoot it all the way down into Eastern's end, and there will be a whistle. 1:45 left in the first period. Shots on goal, 14 for Eastern, 11 for the Vandals. Sterling Myers is taking the draw for Eastern, and he'll be facing Joey Vaughn. Myers wins the draw. Kicks it over to Jelinek. Jelinek back over to Myers. He gets it over to Arbor, who just dumps it in. Jelinek battling in the far corner. He corrals it. He tries to come around in front for a quick one-timer. Nice job by Idaho to get their stick involved. Puck goes behind the Vandals' net. Clark gets it. He kicks it out over to Jelinek to do the quick shot, but it went off of Idaho's pad. Quick turnaround. That was by Keegan Clark, but it's smothered up by Colin Gorgelius. 1:07 left in the first period. Draw will be to the left of Veselius. Joel Lusk will be taking the face off for Eastern. Lusk wins draw, got over to Float, who pushed it behind the net. Picked up by Jacob Nikic. Roach takes a quick one-timer, went over the net. He was looking for the top shelf. Houston did that a lot yesterday. They were definitely taking top shelf shots. Roach intercepts it, got it in the neutral zone, but was going to be offside. Idaho intercepts it. They come in, charging. Nice job by Brody Roach to come back on a back check, or that would have been a point blank, and there it was. Quick rebound off of Kennedy, picked up by Idaho. And this game kind of flopped from yesterday with Idaho up 3-0 right now. They're the ones that are scoring the points. They're putting some heat on Eastern. That was by Benton Wilson for the Vandals, who scored that. With only 35 seconds left in the first period, Eastern's going to have to do a few little adjustments right now. They're attacking, but they seem a little bit out of sorts right now. But you got to give Idaho credit. They didn't quit yesterday, and they definitely came out fired up today. Wells has it for Eastern. He dumps it in behind Idaho's net, intercepted by a Vandal. They just shot it up to the neutral zone. And Idaho takes a quick shot. They looked like they were just going to try to ride out the period, but the guy decided to take a far shot in the top slot. Here comes Eastern, one last time for a rush. A quick shot. That was by Bunch. Here comes Wells with the rebound right at the whistle, at the buzzer. I don't know if that would have counted, but that was a nice flurry by Eastern. That was Eli Nitches that had it, and Peyton Lund's the one that took that one-timer. But that's the end of the first period. Idaho 3, Eastern 0. So it's a different game tonight, at least in the first period, but we will see what happens in the second period. We'll be back in about 18, 20 minutes. Welcome back, EWU hockey fans and Vandal fans out there. My name's Gary Allen, the play-by-play gentleman that's with me all the time, Tyler Pisani. He had a previous commitment, and he can't be here tonight. So I owe him doing double duty, and it is an interesting game compared to yesterday when Eastern won 14-1. Idaho has come out here with some fire, and they are up 3-0 after the first period. I did check on that penalty on Cole Best. He did not get a game. What happened was they gave him a 10-minute misconduct in addition to the 2-minute slash that he had coming. So he'll be back later in this period, but that's what happened to him. So he is not gone for the game. He was just gone for 12 minutes. And that's got to be fairly close to being up right now. But it'll be fascinating to see how Eastern's adjust off this. But we do have a goalie change for Eastern. Adam Kennedy is out, and Lucas Shiobala, he's coming in the net for Eastern. He's a kid out of Las Vegas, Nevada, that decided to play for the Eagles, and he is going to be an outstanding netminder for Eastern. He is a joy to watch. He's in the net for Eastern, and we're getting ready for the start of the second period. Joel Lusk wins the draw for Eastern, kicks it back over to Adam Pellerin, who tried to push it back up to Lusk, but intercepted by 77 Brenton Wilson. But make no mistake, Idaho have, like I said earlier in the broadcast, they have a good hockey team. They got some real talent on this team, and I didn't think they were going to lay down and not fight, because they didn't quit yesterday and they were down by 13. And we're going to have a penalty right away. That's going to be, it looks like it's going against Eastern. We'll see who goes to the box. It is against Eastern. It looks like they got looks like Trenton Wells may be the one that they called on that one, and I think they got him for interference. So Eastern starts the second period shorthanded, and that's what they don't need to do. They really can't afford to keep giving up goals and expecting to get back in this game. Eastern won the draw. The puck's behind their net, picked up by Idaho. That was Keefe. He stole the puck. DeLone's back there causing havoc for Eastern. And a quick shot, and I think it's a tip-in that went over the top shelf of Jabala. That was by, it looks like number 97, DeLone. He picked it up, and it was interesting. It was a bam pass by him. He initially had it, kicked it out front to, I think he moved it over to Roundtree, and then Roundtree found him again and just buried it into the top shelf. 4-0 right now. The Idaho Vandals on top, and it's a whole different game compared to yesterday. And that's, we got to give credit to Idaho. They did not take yesterday's loss lightly, obviously. Robbie Arbor tries to take a shot, went off of one of the Vandals. That was Gornson. Puck intercepted by Boot, who threw it in the corner. The Jurkic, he's giving battle right now for the battle. Here comes Arbor, tried to take the puck. Nice job by the Vandal, and that was Gortson, who just kind of dipsy-doodled around him and got the puck in, but intercepted by Eastern, and that was Brady Roach that intercepted that and shot it all the way into the corner. Jelinek has it. He tried to give a quick pass over to Eli Nitchett, and it was intercepted. That would have been a one-timer for Nitchett on that one. Eastern tried to do a quick line stretch pass off of that one and went a little bit too far. That would have been a break. And nice job by Clark, though. It was heads up by Keegan Clark. He saw, and I think that was Arbor that was shooting up the far side and almost connected on that. And that would have been a breakaway for Arbor off that one. Faceoff comes up in the center circle. Looks like Eli Nitchett is going to take it for Eastern, and 45 of Ludwig for Idaho. Payne Lund comes in now on the line for Eastern. So we got Lund and Jelinek and Eli Nitschik, the forwards, and Adam Pellerin, and it looks like Keegan Clark is on the D's. 18:05 left in the second period. Well, now they're changing players. So I'm not sure. Wells was in the box, and he came out, and it looks, and I can't pick up the number for Eastern that is going to finish off this penalty. So that was a strange call. Big hit by Keegan Clark. He just blew up the Vandal off that one. He had his head down, and Clark just laid him out. Here comes Jelinek, who's quick. He does a quick one-timer. Nice job by Griselius to smother it up. A nice play by Jelinek off that one. London Jelinek feed off each other extremely well. And then they put Nitschik, Eli on that line, and they're moving her out there. Face-off won by the Vandals. Kicked it up on the far side. Roach intercepts it. He just dumps it back in behind Idaho's net. Stolen by Peyton Lund, who tried to put it out front. No one was home for Eastern. That would have been a nice shot for them. Quick shot. Nice job by Lucas. Quick rebound. Went off of Jabalia and right onto a Vandal stick, and they just buried it in the side of the net to take a 5-0 lead. And right now, Idaho's doing everything correctly. The bounces, everything. And again, the bounces are going to them, but it's just the way they're playing. They have come out to this game and decided, hey, we're going to let Eastern know that we're here, and they're doing an outstanding job. So now we'll see how Eastern responds, being down 5-0. Let's see if they can get back at least a couple goals in this period so they have a fighting chance in the third. Lust battling on the near boards, kicked over to Pellerin. Pellerin over to Wells. Wells tried to dump it in, but it was intercepted by a Vandal. Myers gets it. He dumps it all the way in. Gives chase with Frank Flood. He dumps it behind the net to Lusk. Lusk's out. Look at Pellerin. He was trying to find Pellerin. Here's Flood. He tried to do it one time, missed it. Pellerin snuck in. He tried a one-timer, went a little high. Here comes Wells. He does a wind-up. Nice shot. Wells has a hellacious shot. He needs to do that more often. Bounced off the netmire, but the rebound went too far for Flood to handle. Puck behind the net. Lusk has it. He's battling a couple Vandals. Here comes Myers to help out Lusk. Wells pinches in, pushes the puck into the corner. He's battling with Paulson. We got a penalty coming up. And it looks like Joel Lusk is going in the box. He instantly went. Didn't say anything to the ref or anything. He just went right to the, and it's going to be a cross check. It looks like that's what the signal was. Well, Eastern's not helping their cause out by continually getting these penalties. They're mounting up finally. And sooner or later, Idaho's going to take advantage of it. Big collision in the neutral zone. Jelinek is playing havoc with a couple of Idaho Vandal players. A quick shot on Chabala, and he just went off his stick up into the netting. 15:51 left in the second. Face-off won by a Vandal. They're sliding in. They're again, what Idaho did yesterday and earlier today. They're pinching down one of their defensemen, especially with the man advantage. So they're trying to flood Eastern's net. Roach is giving battle down there. He's trying to freeze the puck with two Vandals hacking on him. No movement right now. Idaho finally gets it out. That's looks like DeLone got it out. shot it over right in front of the net. And a nice one-timer by Keefe that Shabalak pushed it off into the corner. Eastern tried to get it out. Actually, initially was stopped by Paulson, and then Eastern intercepted, but Paulson recovered and shot it all the way back in, but it's going to be an offside. 53 seconds left in the man advantage for Idaho. Full line change for Eastern. Pellerin's out there. The Jerkix is out there. It looks like Wells will. He's out there, as is Sean Smith. Smith wins the draw, just pushes out in front. It goes into Idaho's end. Now they come out. That's Wilson has it. He was looking for Ludwig. Went a little too far. Quick shot by Dom DeGurkix. He gets around to Pellerin. Pellerin has his head up. He just floats around to Dudurkic behind the net, who was looking for Smith. He picked it up. Idaho intercepted at him, and they corralled the puck. The Vandals are bringing it up on the near boards. Nice job by Dudurkic. He just laid out a Vandal. Smith and Wilson, they decided to have a little conversation with each other on that one. And Idaho shoots it all the way down, and that could be icing. And it is, and they waved it off. Big hit by Wilson on one of the Eagles, and he's going in the box. And right now, Wells is over there talking to him about he didn't appreciate that hit too much. There's a meeting of the minds down there with 3 players from each squad discussing the situation. Smith is getting himself involved heavily with the conversation. But there is definitely a penalty on Idaho. And now it looks like they got Wells for some of the extracurriculars that he did. So I know Ben Wilson's going in for Idaho, but then the referee just did a slash on Wells, and that had to be when Wells got involved at the end of that whistle that they called him on, because that was a late call by the referee. So we got 4-on-4 hockey coming up right now. Joel Lusk is taking the draw for Eastern and Ludwig for Idaho. The referees are off the score box explaining what the calls were. Luke Adams and Noran Gortzik is out there for Idaho also. Ludwig, I can't pick up the other player for Idaho that's out there. Face-off won by Joel Lusk. Quick pass over by Clark. He got it over to Carew. Carew kicked it back over to Frank Flodu, and the puck tipped up into the netting. 13:48 left in the first period. Shots on goal, 20 for Eastern, 17 for Idaho. Lusk wins the draw. Carew tries to shoot it, and it bounced off of a Vandal, went in the corner. Lusk picks up the puck. He comes all the way out toward the blue line. Now he's going back in, full head of steam. It's a one-man show right now. He tried to get it on net. He was looking for Clark to break in, and the Vandal, Gricelius, he just kind of stuck his stick out there and smothered the puck up for a face-off. Definitely a different feel for this game tonight compared to yesterday. The crowd's getting a little anxious. They want to see the Eagles put the puck behind the net to get some energy going in the building. Face-off won by Eastern, intercepted by the Vandals. Roach comes in, tries to pinch in, and it rolled out. Wilson has it. He got intercepted by Robbie Arver, who has the puck. He goes loses it behind his net. Roach has it. He knocked it all the way out of the eastern end, and Arbor gives chase. Smith tries to intercept the Vandals. He just shot the puck behind Eastern's net. Boot, he brings it up on the far boards, and it kind of rolled off his stick, intercepted by the Vandals, who just shot it in behind Eastern's net, picked up by Brody Roach for Eastern. Nice job by DeLone, who intercepted that pass, and it took an odd bounce, and Idaho just buried it behind the net again. That was an interesting. That was a bad bounce initially, but you got to give Idaho a lot of credit on being there and picking up that puck and just burying it. And if I'm not mistaken, it looks like it's going to be Paulson that got the goal for Idaho. I'll double check that, but that's who it looks like he scored. And now it's 6-zip, Idaho over Eastern. We got a whistle. They're saying it's offside. It's going to be outside Eastern's blue line. This is definitely an interesting game right now. Eastern's digging themselves in a hole that we'll see how they try to get out of it. They have the talent. They have the speed. They just kind of slowed down. They're not doing the wide open game they did yesterday. There's a nice intercept. That was by Myers, who had him. He got dumped in there. The Vandals are coming out of there, and Vaughn has it. He tries to do a quick flip on Zaberki, the Chubala. Now we have a conversation behind the net. That's with the Jerkits. He took exception of something by the Vandals, and I think that was number 12. No, pardon me, that was 22. That was Vaughn. The Gertjes did not like what he did, and he let him know on that one. Going to have a face-off on the right of Chibala. But there's no question about it. Eastern thought flying around like they did last night. Nice save by Luke. Because that was made them so strong yesterday. They were just flying. They were just moving. And right now they went away from that in the second period. And it seems like they're a little hesitant on how they want to pass the puck, where they're going to be, which was totally different than yesterday. They were clicking on all cylinders yesterday. Roach has it. He kicks it out to Lund, who tried to push it up to Jelinek. Went a little bit too far, but Eli Nikic, he gets it. He just shot it toward the net of Idaho, intercepted by the Vandals. That was number 20, Cannabon, who has it. He just shot it all the way in behind Eastern's net. Puck picked up by Boot. He tried to get it over to Lund. A little bit too far for him, intercepted by a Vandal. That was Wilson, and he just shot it in behind the net. Eastern tried to just push it out got it in the neutral zone. Idaho picked it up, and they just shot it back on net. That was by Gortson, and that was eaten up by Chibala. 11:08 in this period. It just looks like Eastern, what they're going to have to do is get back to some of that style they did yesterday, which was real free flowing and just off instinct there and reaction on how they're going to be. And they use their speed tremendously. Right now, they're just not using their speed like they did yesterday. And that's partly because of how the Vandals are playing them. They're clogging up the neutral zone now. They're using the body a little more than what they did yesterday. And jumping off to a 6-0 lead, that helps them too. Because that starts weighing on a team when they don't have any points on the board. Puck's in the neutral zone. That's picked up by Frank Flood. He's coming in by himself. Quick shot. That was looked like Cruz the one that shot that one. Puck goes behind the net. Idaho got it, shot of the way down. It will be an icing. It should be. Yeah, it is. Looks like Sean Smith will be taking the draw for Eastern. The line mates are Arver, and it looks like they got the Durkicks out there also. A couple big bangers that Eastern's put out there. Dom has it. He tried to float it out to Smith. Intercepted by Carew, who shot it in and almost tipped in by Smitty. Carew has it, knocks it down. He tries to push it in front of the net, looking for Smith for a tip in. Went a little bit too high, and here comes Idaho breaking out on a 3-on-2. Arver is covered up. He's back along with Carew. Nice job by those two to intercept the puck and just shoot it around their net. Smith has it, comes all the way across the ice to get it out of their zone. The Vandals bringing it in. They just shot it into Eastern's end, intercepted nicely by Clark. Quick shot by the Durkic, who was looking for the rebound but smothered up by Griselia, who's, again, he played well yesterday. I mean, again, forget about that score. He had a good game, and he's playing well tonight, too. He shut down Eastern scores. I think that's got to be weighing a little bit on some of the players on Eastern. Like, what do we got to do tonight to break through this wall? But Griselius has played really well. Puck picked up by Boot. He kicks it over to Brody Roach. He's looking for his line mate. He's looking for Lund. Lund gets it behind the net. He tries to get intercepted nicely by the Vandals. They try to push it in front of the net. Nice job by Luke to knock that down. Shoved it in the corner. Excellent job by Chabalia. That was a heads-up play by him because the Vandals had three guys on top of them. Here comes Eli Nikic. He's over there. He's looking for Jelinek. Almost got it, but nice job by Paulson for Idaho to intercept that, and he carried the puck down. Eastern steals it back off from a Vandal. Wells goes in. He gets it. He pushes it out. He got looking for Nikic. Eli on that one. Wells has it. Moved it over to Pellerin. Pellerin, nice little dipsy-do there behind his net to try to give him a little breathing space from the Vandals. Jelinek has it, comes all the way over to Myers. Myers, nice little drop pass to Pellerin. Nice shot by Adam Pellerin and a bigger save by Colin Gercelius. Nice job by him. Was an outstanding job. Nice little drop pass by Myers to Pellerin, and a nice little one-timer, but Gercelius was up to the task. But see, that's how Eastern played yesterday. There was a nice bam, quick pass, and they got a nice shot off of that, and that's what they need to revert back to. Frank Flood has the puck. He's looking to kick it out to Wells. Intercepted by a Vandal, but Myers, he picks it up, pushes it behind the net. Pellerin pinches in. Nice job by him. He was looking for it, and Lusk was looking to try to find him, but it was intercepted. Quick shot by Frank Flood that came out. Nice save by Gercelius. He just kicked his pad out right at the last second on the one-timer by Flood. Smothered it. Nice play by him, but Eastern is getting back to what they did yesterday. Now they're starting to set each other up, and they're getting some nice opportunities on the Vandals. So we'll see if that continues. Carew gets it. He floods it all the way to Frank Flood behind the Vandals net. Rolls all the way back a little bit too far for Carew, but he corrals it and does a nice little pass off the boards over to Myers. Myers does a one-time pass to Lusk. Nice job, but a bounce over to his stick. But again, they're starting to look like they were last night. They were just their passing is getting sharper, and people are lining up a little bit different than what they have in the first period and a half today. Joe Lusk has it, tried to go in deep, intercepted by the Vandals, floated all the way back down on top of the netminder, Jabala. The Gurchitz, he gets it. He's in the neutral zone. He just flips it into the deep corner. Giving chase is Myers. He runs off a Vandal, but he pushed out. Roach has it. He just dumps it in. Everybody comes off. Now they're back on side. Not quite. They're saying Eastern still was offside on that one. 6:27 left in the second period. But again, you got to give a lot of credit to Idaho, how they've come out firing today. But I still swear the Eastern team is going to be stout this year. We'll see how they handle the rest of this game. But I really like how Eastern plays. They just got caught off guard right now tonight. But there's still plenty of hockey left of the period and 6 minutes, 19 seconds left in this period to go. So got a penalty coming up. It's going to be an elbow. I'm trying to see who they called it on because neither netminder were moving. And that's going to go against Robbie Arver for an elbow on that one. The fans are not agreeing with that call whatsoever. And the Vandals will have an opportunity for a couple of minutes. Eastern has Dom Dedurkic out there. It looks like Smith took the draw. He won it, intercepted by the Vandals. Wells is out there on D for the Eagles, as is Pellerin. Nice job by Wells. He just shot it off the boards all the way down behind Idaho's net. Minute 35 left in the penalty to Harbor and the Eagles. Puck intercepted by Pellerin, who just shoots it all the way down. Vandals picked it up in the neutral zone. It looked like Eastern was trying to change and then changed their mind and came back out. Paulson has it. He kicks it over to Gortson. Intercepted nicely by, I think that was Peyton Lund. He picked it up and shot it all the way down. Puck comes into Eastern's end. Lund picks it up. He tries to get it out. Bounced off of one of the Vandals, but here comes Jelinek. He knocked it down with his glove in the neutral zone and almost got a breakaway off of that. Good heads-up play by Jelinek, who's just an outstanding hockey player. Vandals has it. They're trying to spread it out a little bit right now. Puck comes over to Paulson. He kicks it over to Kavanaugh. Intercepted by the Eagles. Quick shot. That was by Roundtree. Went off one of the Eagles in the corner innocently, and the puck comes all the way out in the neutral zone. 14 seconds left in the penalty to Eastern. Lund intercepts it for the Eagles. He just dumps it all the way down. Nice heads-up play by him. Jelinek gives chase. Jelinek is causing all kinds of havoc for the Vandals. Penalty's over. Full strength now for both squads. And here comes Keefe. He goes in. He's ridden off. That was by Keegan Clark. Nice play by him. Icing was waved off. They said one of the Eastern players touched it. Clark gets it. He's waiting for his lineman to get on side. He dumps it all the way in the far corner. Comes innocently out. That was Carew. They intercepted that one. And then Idaho came in and stole the puck. That was a nice play by Wilson, who shot it, but Clark recovered nicely and took him off the puck, so that was innocent. No one seems to kind of corral this puck right now, and Chibata get a nice little glove hand save on that one. A little quick point blank shot off of him. That was by, it looks like Canavan for the Vandals. 3:21 left in the second period. Score Idaho Vandals 6, Eastern Washington 0. Shots on goal 26 for Eastern, 22 for Idaho. Puck picked up by Boot. He pushes over to Roach. Roach gets it up to Arbor, who tried to do a quick stretch pass, and it went off of, it looked like it went off of the Durkic stick, and they waved off icing. Idaho comes in. They get a quick break. Nice little pass out to Hagabon. That kind of just rolled off his stick. That pass was from Wilson. Puck's just kind of free. No one can kind of corral it right now. Sean Smith gets it. He tries to push it up to Dom. Dom looked for Arbor. Went a little bit too far for him. Idaho has it behind their net. Robbie Arbor gives chase to it. Puck comes out in the neutral zone. Here comes Idaho right now. That was Kovalich. He tried to push it over his line, maybe a little bit too far for him. And here comes the Eagles coming out. The Durkic, he tries to push up to Eli Nikšić, who went a little bit off his stick. And Idaho picks it up in the near boards. Here comes Kovalich. He tried to get it over to his line mate. That was Graves, and went a little too far, intercepted by Pellerin for the Eagles. Adam Pellerin has it. He kicks it over to Wells. Back to Pellerin. They're looking to try to stretch Lund right now. They did. There's Lund. He gets it. He does a one-timer with Eli Nikšić trailing him. So if there was any rebound, that would have been a one-timer. That was a nice play. You could see that they were trying to break Lund out, and it happened. And a nice job again. Colin Chelius, excellent job of stuffing the puck on that one. Minute 38 left in this period. Eli Nikšić for Eastern wins the draw. Intercepted by Idaho to try to push it out. And Lund, he stopped it. Here comes Eastern. Jelinek had it, rolled off his stick. He was trying to do a one-timer right in front of Idaho net. And here comes the Vandals. Nice little deke by, that was 97. DeLone got a quick shot off Shabala, who did a nice job of really getting it off his blocker, innocently enough into the corner. Jelinek has it. He tried to kick it out to Nikšić, a little bit too far. Lund, he gives chase, comes all the way out to Clark. Intercepted by the Vandals. Nice play by Luke. He just stuffed that one. The Vandals all by himself. Excellent job at Chabala. Right now, the Vandals are putting just a lot of pressure on Eastern. They're just taking deep shots, and they're hoping for any kind of rebound. Here comes Lund. He's all in by himself. Nice little deke. Excellent save by Grachelius, who lost it and then recovered it back. But excellent job by, Clark. Just an extreme nice play by him. Broke wide open, but the netminder, Colin Grachelius, he stood his ground and smothered the puck. But that was a nice play by Eastern. I thought they had something cooking on that one. 20 seconds left in the second period, but that might give Eastern some life going into this. Joel Luss is taking the draw for Eastern. Wells is out there with Pellerin, and it looks like Flood and Myers. Face-off won by the Vandals. They're just looking to eat the clock up. Nice job that was Myers who knocked the puck down to Flood. They get it into Lusk. Lusk was looking for Myers. Intercepted by the Vandals in the far corner. Myers bangs into it along with Lusk, trying to move the puck, and that rides the period off. And that's how we will go in to the end of the second period with the Vandals up 6-0 over Eastern. Shots on goal, 28 for Eastern, 23 for Idaho. But right now, you gotta give credit to Idaho. They're just kind of seem to be clicking just a little bit more than Eastern, but the Eagles showed some life there in the last 5 minutes. And so hopefully that carries over into the third period. But we will be back in about 18 minutes to see what kind of adjustment Eastern have made and see if they can get back in this hockey game. Welcome back, hockey fans, for the third period of action between Eastern Washington University Eagles and the Idaho Vandals. Idaho is up 6-0 going into the third. They played an outstanding game so far. You got to tip your cap to the Vandals. And Eastern's showing signs that they picked up in the last 5 minutes of the second period like they did yesterday. So we'll see if that can carry over. But the Vandals, they're a stout hockey team also. And so yesterday they just forgot about that game, and they came out and they have played well tonight. But what I'm hoping to see this third period is Eastern opens up and goes back to their speed game. They started a little bit in the first, kind of slowed down a little bit, and because when they're clicking in all cylinders, they're fast, they're moving constantly. We'll see if there's some lineup changes right now. They got Sean Smith on the line with Dom Durkic, and it looks like Cole Best is on this line. That's a little change up. Wells is back on D along with Adam Pellerin. And we'll see if Eastern can get a quick goal and see if they could shake Idaho up a little bit, and we'll see what happens. Pellerin has the puck, kicks it over to Best. Intercepted by Idaho. Pellerin gets it back. He goes behind his net looking for Smith. Pellerin decides he's going to take it up all the way on the near boards. He pushes it all the way into Idaho's end, and he gives chase. Nice job by Adam Pellerin to take the puck all the way from end to end. The Djurkic, he gets it, kicks it over to Wells. Wells does a quick one-time snapper. Comes around to Best. Best shoots it in. Smith picks it up. He's deep in Idaho's corner. Smith has it over to Dom. Dom just trying to flutter it out. He was looking for Wells that broke in. Nice heads-up play by both of them. Pellerin gives chase, kicks it behind the net over to Smith. Smith starts bringing it up over to Cole Best. Best shoots it all the way into the corner and peels off to do a line change. Wells goes in, lays the heavy body on one of the Vandals. The Gurchich, he also buried a Vandal. There's a 2-on-1. Nice stop by Shibala on that one. Eastern got caught short-handed. It was a 2-on-1. Nice job by Idaho picking that up. Kicked the puck out. That was 58 Keefe that did the one-timer off that. But Luke Shibala, he was up to the task on that one. Joe Lusk taking the draw for Eastern. He wins it, pushes up to Robbie Arver. Arver goes in. He dumps it in right on net. He was looking for Frank Flood on a rebound. Nice job. And it looked like Arver got it out to, I can't make out the number right now. Nice play by Robbie Arver. It came out. That was Joe Lusk that buried the puck in for Eastern, but that was a nice job by Robbie Arver to get the puck. He looked up, saw Lusk shooting in, did a nice little backhand pass, and we'll see if this gives Eastern some life right now. The crowd, that's what they were waiting for, is to start rooting on something. So we'll see what Eastern does. If they turn on the guns like they did yesterday with their speed, this game's not over. 18:32 left in the period. Draw one by Lusk. Flood shot it back in innocently, got it back out. Here comes Peyton Lund. He goes full force into it. He gets it back. He takes a quick shot. Flood goes into the net, looking for a rebound along with Lusk. And it looked like that goal put a little fire in Eastern because they started to skate again like they were doing yesterday. That was extremely effective. It looks like Lund and Clark are out there with Eli Nikic taking the draw for Eastern. Jelinek comes out also along with Carew for Eastern. Puck gets by Carew, who gives chase back in his end. Kicks the puck around to Clark. Clark lets it go to Jelinek. Nikic tried to close it down with his body, went by him. Puck comes out with a weird squirt off the board right in front of Shabala, who just taps it over to his line mate. Here comes Eli Nitschik. He takes a quick one-timer. He's going to draw a penalty off that, too. There's a quick backhand by Peyton Lusk. The puck came out, and Eastern will have a man advantage coming up off of a trip on Idaho. And now we're having a conversation. Trenton Wells is in there talk. He was not happy about seeing that check. That was done by Benton Wilson. And number 24, Mac Hagabon, he's going in the box for Idaho. So here's a golden opportunity early into this third period. If Eastern can kick one back in, they're going to put a little pressure on Idaho and see how they can adjust. Joel Luss is taking the draw for Eastern. He wins it, kicks it over to the Durkas, he's playing a little bit of defense on this power play, along with Floods out there for Eastern. Wells is out there. Best is out there. And quick shot by Joel Lusk. He took it in all by himself. He just kind of dipsy-doodled around the defense of Idaho and got a nice little shot off on Colin Gritchelius. They definitely put Dom DeDurkis back on the point along with Wells, and DeDurkis has one heck of a slap shot. I can see why he's back out, because when he lets that rip, it is just a rocket. Dom picks it up. He kicks it over to Cole Best, who's looking for Lusk. Now back over to Dom DeDurkis. He's bringing it in on the far side. He goes around the net. He tries to put it out front. Flood was out there, took a quick whack at it, but eaten up by Griselius. And there would be a face-off to his left. 16:50 left in the third period. But Eastern definitely pick up them steps up there pretty good after that goal. They lit a little fire in them, so we'll see what they can do. But Jelinek, he wins the draw. He gets it in the corner. Lund gives chase to it. He gets it, kicks it out to Keegan Clark. He's over to Jelinek. Jelinek tries to sneak in, does a quick little one-timer, but it went off of a Vandal. Back in the corner, Robbie Arbor has it. He dumps it out to Clark. Clark does a one-time shot. Arbor gets it. He took a quick shot, but it blocked down by a Vandal, and I think that was trivial piece that got his body in the way. Bellerin picks it up. He goes all the way in. He tries to dump it in front just a little bit too high or far for an Eagle to corral. But Eastern's definitely picked up their tempo. They're putting more pressure on them. Lund right now is giving the Vandals fits. Puck comes out to Clark. Clark does a quick one-timer. Pellerin intercepts it. He has it. He's looking for his line mate. He decides he's going to bring it in. Holds, stops, kicks it out to Clark. Clark looks. He does a wind-up, takes a quick shot, knocked down in front by Vandal. Puck came out to Jared Jelinek, and he just buried it in the top shelf. He got the puck. It came out to him, and he didn't even hesitate. It was a quick little one-timer. Jared Jelinek scores that with 15:36 left to go in the third period with the score 6-2. The fans have really got into it now. I think Eastern have woke up. They have been putting a lot of speed against Idaho, and now they're making Idaho chase them, and that's what they were doing well last night. So we'll see what happens off here. A lot of hockey game left. Here comes the Vandals right away, right back in. Nice job, nice play by Ludwig. He just kind of came in all by himself, and Luke Shibalaya, he just stood his ground and ate the puck up on that one. But there's some life back in this building now after that second goal. Draw one by Eastern. Kicked over to Boot. Boot kicks it back over to Roach. Roach up to Smith. Smith does a nice little pass over to Cole Best, who actually kind of went between his leg to intercept that pass. He dumps it all the way in behind the Vandals' net. Smith gives chase and uses his body against the Vandals. Nice stop by Boot. He kept it in, but intercepted by Idaho. Gets it in neutral zone. Cole Best is playing havoc on him. The Durkic, he picks it up. Here comes Smith. He goes right to the net. The one ricocheted off of a Vandal. Here comes Roach. He tries to put it in front of the net, but there's no Eagles home. And Idaho brings it out. Hagemon shoots it off the far corner, intercepted by Eastern. Here comes Smitty. Smitty just dumps it high in the air. He's actually looking to kick it to the Durkic. Went a little bit too far. Here comes Nikic. Eli, he camps over. He tries to look for Flood. He tried to do a long pass and it hit off of the net. Good heads-up play by Eli. Puck is in the far corner. Lusk is down there battling along with Flood. We got a penalty coming up. It's going to be a trip. And it's going to go against Robbie Arbor for the Eagles, and they're going to be down the man for 2 minutes with 14:26 left in this period. But one thing about Eastern, and this happened in the last couple of years, they play well shorthanded. They constantly attack, so I would continue to think that they would do that because they're actually a very skilled team offensively when they're down a man. So Idaho's doing a little quick cycle game up on top on the high slot. Nice job by that was Carew that laid his body out and actually blocked the puck down, and Lux just shot it behind the Vandals net. Here comes Idle slowly bringing it out. That's Gorczyk. He shoots it all the way down, and Wilson gives chase along with Wells. Wells got it, shot it all the way to the board up into the neutral zone. Idaho intercepts it. That's by DeLone. He has it. Lusk trying to take the puck from him. He does. He backdoored him and stole the puck from him. And Lusk knocked him down. But now DeLone gets the puck back. He shoots it over to his line mate, Ludwig, who skates it into the corner, kicks on over to DeLone. He loses it. Pellerin is the one that's giving Idaho fits out there because he keeps intercepting any kind of pass they're trying to do. Here comes Idaho in deep. Another nice shot. Chubala, he stood high on the task on that one, knocked that puck off to the corner. Pellerin intercepts it, dumps it back into the corner. He gets it back out, and he floods it out into the neutral zone. Idaho is waiting to get back on side, which is helping Eastern kill off this penalty a little bit, I think unintentionally. Pellerin gets it. He looks for Jelinek. Jelinek just tips it into the Vandals area. Payne Lund, he's given chase now, and then Idaho just shot it all the way back down. And Eastern picks it up. Josh Booth has it. He gets it behind the net over to Brody Roach. Roach gets intercepted, but nice job by Booth to help out his mate over there. He got the puck back. And here comes Eastern. Roach tried to get it. Went off of a stick and into the side netting, and there'll be a face-off. 12:06 left in the third period. The action has definitely picked up. You gotta give Idaho credit. They're not giving in, but Eastern's definitely putting a lot more heat on them in the third period. But the Vandals got some very, very talented hockey players out there. Jelinek picks up the puck. He's looking, and it looks like he was looking for Peyton Lund, who's plopped himself right in, and they scored. Jelinek got it. He took a quick shot. He was looking for Lund, like I said, but the puck came back out to him right on his stick, and he just buried it in the corner again. And now it's 6-3 with 11:54 left, and Eastern is playing like they did last night. They went, and they're just starting to skate extremely hard, and they're getting the Vandals to chase them. And Eastern's definitely picking up their game, and this is what we saw last night, the speed. They just made Idaho chase them, and they went away from it until the last 6-7 minutes of this game. Here comes Sean Smith. He steals the puck. He does a quick shot. Nice job by Gerselius to knock that over. Cole Best intercepts the pass. And now it's getting interesting, folks. Only down by 3 of the Eagles. They are coming back hard. Wells tries to intercept it. Went off him. Smith gets it in neutral zone, just shoots it down in behind the Vandals net. Puck rolls innocently up. Smith almost had it. He kicks it over to Wells. Wells over to Adam Pellerin. Pellerin kicks it back, intercepted by a Vandal. That was DeLone who got it and came in, and he used his line mate, and I think it was 36 he was using as a decoy, Luke Adams, and he just buried it in the top shelf for the Vandals to score their 7th goal in this hockey game. It's now 7-3. Still plenty of time left, 11-16. The way Eastern's been playing, they opened up the game, and if they can keep getting Idaho to chase them, they can get back into this game. They just have got to, be heads up. But I'm really liking to see the life Eastern has got into this third period. Puck won by Joel Lusk. He gets over to Brody Roach. He's over to Joel Lusk, who intercepted. Idaho intercept. Nice job by Shabalia, but there's going to be a penalty coming up. Calling it a trip. And I'm not sure what Eagles going in the box. And that's what they could not afford to do right now with 10:59 left in this period. And it looks like they're going to call on Josh Boot on that one. And he's looking dumbfounded like he really wasn't sure what he did to get that call against him. But this is definitely what Easter did not need. But the momentum actually was shifting toward them. But we'll see what happens. Like I said earlier, they play well shorthanded. So don't be surprised if they just go on the offensive attack. Lusk tries to intercept it. Nice job by the Vandal to deke him. Got around him. That was Gorchinson. He picks up the puck behind Eastern's net. He's looking for his line mate. That was by big shot by Adam Paulson. Here comes Joel Lusk, one-on-one. He just decides to take a shot. Nice job by Griselia. Used his blocker to kick that off to the side. Lusk gives chase for the puck. Idaho gets it into the neutral zone. Lund gets it. He takes a wind-up from the top of the circle, smothered up by Colin Gerchelius. 10-10 left in the third period. But definitely Eastern's picked up their pace, and this is what I was hoping to see out of them tonight. Because when they skate like this, they are going to be a tough team to corral. They just got to try to stay out of the penalty box. Lund wins the draw all the way over to Wells. Wells brings the puck in. He flutters behind the net. Lund has it. He tries to kick it out back out to Wells, and he was looking for Jelinek. Cross ice pass by Idaho, intercepted by Adam Pellerin. He brings it in all by himself. Nice job. Not only did he help eat some of that penalty up, but he almost got himself a breakaway on that one. That kid, I'm telling you, he has excellent hockey skills and IQ. Long pass to Lund. He's in by himself right now. He takes a quick deke, and he went to forehand to backhand, and it just went a little bit far, or that was in the net. Nice play by Peyton Lund. Outstanding job by him. Here comes Vandals up on the near board. So there's a quick shot. Chavalia gets it. Here comes Jelinek. He almost had a break off that one. The pass went a little bit too far off his stick. The pace has definitely opened up. Eastern's definitely trying to get Idaho to chase them around. And right now it's working. They just got to try to figure out how to get the puck in behind Gerchelius. Clark uses his body to get the puck away from the Vandal in the near corner. Clark, as he goes all the way around the net, picked up by Ryan Carew. Carew has it, tries to kick it over to Durkic, but a little bit too far, and it goes all the way into the end. Both teams are at full strength right now. 8:26 left in the third period. Vandals are bringing it up. That's Vaughn. He brings it up. Smith comes over and lets, I think it was Melinda, that he was there. And Smith is going to go in the penalty box for that hit. And it's hard for them to get back in this game with continuing going a man down. So they're going to have to take some gambles on this one. I can see some of the Demons start pinching down now with 8:13 left in this third period. 7-3, the Vandals are on top. But this is the Eastern team I really want to see constantly how they're playing this third period. They're really, really skating hard, using their speed, and that's how they got the 3 goals tonight. For some reason, they got away from it in the first 2 periods, but when they play like this, they're tough. Quick shot by Gortson that went a little bit high and into the netting behind Luke Chuvalia. .150 left of the penalty to Sean Smith. Lund wins the draw for Eastern. Puck rolls out, though. Vandals intercept it. Roach gives chase. He's battling 2 Vandals for it. Ludwig has the puck. He kicks it on out to Gortson. Back over to nice bang play. Ludwig was there. Nice play by Paulson on that one. He was waiting for Ludwig. He looked at it. You could see that he was looking for him, and he snuck in. Got a one-timer, went top shelf on Luke, and really not much he can do. It was just a bam play. And again, Vandals took advantage of the man advantage on that. 8-3 Idaho, and right now that's hurting Eastern with the penalties that they're taking. They're taking the last 3 for sure. But we'll see what happens. We'll see if Eastern can get back into the speed game and put more pressure on them. Durchich, he just decided to bury somebody. And that kid's an outstanding hockey player, too. I really like how Dom plays. Heads up, knows what he's doing. Physical, but he has a lot of offensive skill, and he has one hellacious shot. Snapshot, slap shot, wrist shot. They are rockets when he lets them go. Cole Best goes in for the draw for Eastern, intercepted by Idaho. Eli Nikic, he gets it, shoots it into the near corner. Idaho intercepts it. Trent Wells stole the puck from the Vandals. Here comes Adam Pellerin. He's looking for Eli Nikic on his right. He decides to take the shot, and if the rebound would have went the other way, Eli would have had a clearing shot. Puck comes around. Eastern tries a big hit by the dirt chick. He's letting everybody know he's out there on the ice, but the kid's just an outstanding hockey player. I like watching him play. .641 left in the third period. But again, you look at shots on goal, and this is what's kind of interesting because Eastern has 37, Idaho has 31. They've been having a little bit of trouble putting the puck in the net tonight, but I'm really liking how Eastern's playing in this third period. They look more like they did yesterday, and they're just flying around, and that's when they look like they play their best, and they got a lot of talent this year. They have the speed that they can play that game, and they can bang, too, if they want. And I'm hoping they stay to this style throughout the year. Quick shot that was by Carew. Jelen gets it. He does a one-timer that went in the far corner, picked up by Clark. Now Lund has it. He did a dipsy-do, but then the puck rolled off his stick. But nice job by Lund on that one. Nice heads-up play by him. Clark gets it. He pushes it into the Vandal zone. They intercept it to shoot it all the way down. They're waving off icing. 5:46 left in the third. Here comes Joel Lusk. He's got a head of steam on this. He's going to go around the defense, but he took a quick shot looking for Arver, who was plopped right in front of the net. And it's too bad it didn't bounce down instead of up. That would have been a one-timer. Arver has the puck in the corner. He's looking to dish it out front. Kicks it over to Clark. There's a one-timer by Lusk. Nice play, and that was set up by Arbor, who got it, kicked it over to Peyton Lund, who set Lusk up for the one-timer. Nice little tip in. Excellent job. But again, this is how Eastern is going to be a force this year in the league. If they play like they did this third period, these guys are flying around. That's what we saw the whole game yesterday. And when they do that, they are going to be hard to stop. And they just need to do it all three periods. But 8-4, still with 5:15 left in the third. Who knows what will happen if they keep playing like this. But how they're setting each other up right now is what they were doing all game yesterday. Excellent hockey this third period by Eastern, but you got to give Idaho credit. They didn't go away. They got a couple in themselves. So it's a good hockey club Eastern's playing. Puck goes into the far corner. Nice job by Nate Kowalik, who went down on one knee, blocked that pass, or that would have been a one-timer for Idaho. Nate's going to be a good hockey player for Eastern, too. He just came in from Canada as 18-year-old. Puck goes all the way down for an icing. He'll come back. But I'm telling you now, folks, if Eastern does what they're doing in this third period, they are going to be a very, very hard team to beat this year. But again, like I mentioned earlier, they have to play three periods like this, but this is what they did yesterday, and they played this third period like this, and they are just a force when they play this wide open speed hockey game they got going. Puck goes into the corner. That's picked up by Lund, who flips it behind the net. Looking for Jelinek. He has the puck. He's trying to give himself some room. Clark's beating on a stick to get the puck over to him. His line mate didn't see him, or he was going to do a one-timer. And there's Dominic the Jerkic. He just floated in. And how Idaho didn't see him, because he's a big fellow, but he just slid right in on top of the netminder, did a one-timer. There was absolutely nothing Colin Gurglias could do. Just an outstanding job by Dominic. He just buried the puck. Now it's 8-5. There's still 4 minutes and 1 second left in this game. But again, looking at Eastern, how they're playing this third period, just incredible how hard they are to stop. Idaho has taken a timeout. They have to slow this down because this is what hurt them yesterday. They didn't know how to deal with the Eagles' speed. And this whole third period, that's how Eastern's played. They just opened it up. Everybody was getting where they were supposed to be. The passes have been crisp. The shots are just doing a lot of one-timers, quick. Just the speed factors now is bothering Idaho. And there's still plenty of time left in this game. If Eastern get that to within one goal with a minute or so left, that's when you can look at pulling the netminder and getting that man advantage. But good call by Idaho's coach to try to settle this down, because Eastern's definitely opening this game up. And you can sense that the crowd's getting into it. You can see on the players on the bench and the players out on the ice right now, they're getting a lot of momentum right now. So it's going to be interesting to see what Idaho does if Eastern keeps playing the style. Flood gets it, kicks it over to Wells, who just dumps it into behind the Idaho's net. Cole Best gives chase. Big check. They're going to get Frank Flood. And I'm not sure what they're going to call on him. It looked like a clean hit. And Frank is disagreeing with him also because he wasn't sure. But Flood's definitely going in the box for 2 minutes. Crowd's not happy about it. He just got a misconduct, or somebody got a misconduct. I think the coach might have. Oyen's just ripping on the referee right now for that call. And that I got to be frank. That was an interesting penalty that he called right there. 3:44 left in the third period. Flood is definitely in the box for 2 minutes. Somebody got a misconduct penalty, and I'm not sure if they called it on the coach or not. We'll see what transpires out of this. But again, we mentioned it. Tyler's mentioned it before, who's the play-by-play guy that had a prior commitment that he couldn't be here tonight. But we mentioned a lot. Eastern plays well shorthanded. But they're down 2. So, but they still should attack. They got enough speed that they can do it. They can rebound off of it. They can take some gambles just with their speed alone. Idaho wins the draw. Pellerin blocks a shot, knocks into the corner, gets it. He pushes out. Nice play by Adam Pellerin on that one. That kid is just plain talented. That's all I can say about him. Lund is out. He plays a little havoc. Wells does a quick body check. Idaho has it. They look like they're trying to stretch it. They're doing a little cycle up top on the blue line. Back out to Roundtree. It looks like DeLone has it. Back to Roundtree. Roundtree looks like he's trying to take a shot. He did. Nice job by Shabala to block that puck over the top of the net. Vandals are putting a lot of pressure right now on him, but here comes Lund. Lund just shoots the puck down, and he goes after it. He caught the Vandal off guard. He didn't think he was going in, and Lund just smoked by him. Nice job by Griselius. He came out and took the puck, shot it back down, intercepted now. The puck by Keegan Clark. This is what I was talking about. They put a lot of pressure, even though they're shorthanded. They're so quick. They can do that against teams the Eagles can and get away with it just because of the speed factor. Roach has it. He gets tied up by Roundtree. But Roach gets it back down, and the puck shot all the way down by Peyton Lund. But Eastern's definitely attacking them. You can see that they're putting their speedsters out every chance they can. Nice play by the Vandal. That was looked like Ludwig that did a nice job. He just kind of broke in, got a nice shot. Luke just pushed the poke check the puck away and went in the corner. Eastern killed off the penalties. They're full strength. Here we go with 1:38 left. The crowd's really into it. Smith goes after the puck. Here comes Lusk. He goes in. Idaho just shoots into the corner. Pellerin gives chase. He goes behind the net, tied up, looking for Wells to help him out. Wells gets it out, squirts out. Here comes Joel Lusk. He tries to split the defense, but nice job by the Vandals to close in. Floods in. He gets out, and Smith, he just shoots it in the corner. Lusk gives chase. Gives a little check at the end on that one. There's Smitty. He takes a quick shot. There's a punt. Nice job by Sean Smith, who took the shot on Colin Griselius, and the puck came out right into Flood's stick, and he buried it in the top shelf. Nice play all the way around. Smitty did a nice job, and then Flood being heads up, got himself right, plopped in front of the net. And now we got an 8-6 hockey game with 1:02 left. And the crowd is definitely into it. This game's not over by no stretch of the imagination. Eastern calls timeout, and it is getting interesting right now. Shots on goal, 38 for Eastern, 32 for Idaho. But Flood and he did this a lot last year. He liked to camp right in front of the net. This time, he went right there instantly looking for a rebound. It came out. He just buried it on top of it. And Griselius, he had to go down on the butterfly to get the initial shot, but just how the rebound came out. Excellent job by Flood to make sure he placed himself right. This is getting interesting now. Here we go, folks. The crowd is definitely into it. The players from Eastern are definitely into it. And we got Lusk out there along with Jelinek. It looks like Peyton Lund out there. We got Wells. And it looks like the Durkis, he's going to go on defense also. They're going to put a little power out there for a slap shot, but here we go. It'll be interesting to see if the goaltender gets called off. It looks like Porco is waving the goaltender off. Here he comes out. So Eastern come back right away. Lust takes a quick shot. Eastern has the extra attacker. They got Robbie Arver out there, and he loves camping right in front of the net. Now Idaho gets a penalty. So Eastern's going to be a man up, so it'll be 6-on-4. And this is ideal because Robbie Arver loves to go right in front of the net. And he is a force to try to push out in front of the net. So with Idaho taking that penalty with 32.9 seconds left, he's going to nullify one of the defensemen for Idaho. So then basically it's 5-on-3. And so this sets up really well for Eastern. We got Payne London on the draw. He wins it. Jelinek gets it into the corner. He's down low. He's trying to look out to do a quick flutter pass out front. Griselius, he just smothered the puck on that one because Eastern just swarmed the net. They sent in 4 people on top of the netminder on that one. We got the Durkic and Wells on the blue line. Arver, Jelinek, Lund, and it looks like Lusk will be taking the draw for Eastern. 25 seconds left in the third. Lusk wins the draw, but intercepted by the Vandals, who shot all the way down wide of the net. 18 seconds left in the game. Eastern's got to hurry up to get that puck in. Jelinek has it. Tries to do a quick pass to Arver, who looked to kick it back to him. He did. Here's Wells, winds up. 5 seconds left in the game. Big hit by Arver. Puck goes in on the net, and it looks like Idaho's going to get out with a victory on this one. But I give Eastern a ton of credit. They came back, played the style they need to play in the third period, and they gave Idaho everything they wanted. When they came into this period, it was 6-zip, and the final was 8-6. Nice job by Eastern. I give Idaho a ton of credit. They came back after the shellacking yesterday and played a heck of a hockey game. But I hope Eastern plays like this all the time, like they did yesterday in the third period. If they do, they are going to be a force this year. Outstanding game. I can't say enough about a lot of the Eagles out there. One heck of a hockey game tonight. We will be down in California next week against USC, and then we'll be back out here. Home game, I think it's the 11th when we're back here. So hopefully you can come out and watch the Eagles. They're an exciting hockey club, even though they lost tonight. Great comeback, tremendous third period by Eastern. They are well worth seeing in person. If not, join us on the air. My name is Gary Allen. Play-by-play man Tyler Pisani. He'll be back with me on the 11th. Again, I think that's the date. And going down to the Barrel House. But Eastern shows a lot of promise, people. They got one great hockey team. Hats off to Idaho for the battle. They came back tonight. They played a great hockey game, but Eastern showed a lot in that third period, and that bodes well for them. This is the way, if they play like this, be ready for them throughout the year. Outstanding hockey club Eastern has. So anyway, Gary Allen, I'm going to sign off. Thank you for joining us, and go Eags.